Why is homelessness a problem that never seems to be getting better, only worse? I'm Charles Blaine, and this is Texas Tomorrow. Recently, city leaders in Odessa, along with community leaders and nonprofits, got together to discuss what they are calling a homelessness crisis in their community. You can find similar meetings happening like this across the state in big and small counties and cities, and even in school districts, specifically on the topic of homeless youth in these districts. A similar count in Midland found that while they have fewer homeless individuals, they have more people in shelters than they did last year. The count in Southeast Texas found the population of homeless people doubled. And the U.S. Housing and Urban Development Department's annual report on homelessness to Congress this year found that on a single night in January of 2024, more than 770,000 people were homeless across the country. That's 18% higher than in 2023. Texas, with roughly 28,000 homeless people reported in this report, had the sixth highest homeless population in the country, and many argue that these numbers aren't even accurate and they're far too low because the count often misses people or doesn't accurately capture the scale of the problem. In Texas, Dallas leads the cities with the most homeless reported, followed by San Antonio, which surpassed Houston for the number 2 spot this year. Then comes Houston, now number 3, Austin 4, and Fort Worth 5. Because of this, a number of Texas cities are uniquely trying to address the issue and the negative effects of it. San Antonio planned for 700 cleanups of homeless encampments last year. They ended up doing more than 1,100 and are planning to do 1,300 this year. Houston rolled out a $70 million plan to quote-unquote end street homelessness by 2026. With that plan, they plan to find all homeless people in Houston housing within 30 days of identification. Austin is, well, I'm sure everyone's wondering what is going on with Austin and homelessness, so we'll skip to Fort Worth, which is consolidating homeless resources on city sites, and they're putting up citywide signage to discourage residents from giving money to panhandlers. And then there are camping bans that we've heard of in cities around the country and which were challenged in federal court last year, leading the Supreme Court to clearing the way for more of them to pop up. Some advocated against these policies, claiming that there are at least 160 ordinances passed across the country that criminalize homelessness. So many of these people want to target those things or focus on things like expanding overdose prevention programs or limiting law enforcement's ability to intervene. These attempts have been tried and they have failed, just like continuing to throw more money at the problem and doing the same things with that money has. What hasn't been tried is what we're seeing proposed today, things like a Senate bill that would crack down on cities that don't enforce the state's homeless camping ban. Unfortunately, it's another example of the state having to step in an area where our local jurisdictions are falling short, but at least it's a way to provide relief to those who have to deal with this growing problem on a day-to-day basis. Cities and counties have a unique ability and a wide array of tools to truly address this issue, and you should check what your local officials are doing to do just that. Are they furthering the problem and creating a cottage industry for those who fiscally benefit from the growing epidemic of homelessness? Or are they being innovative in using every tool in their toolbox to address the issue? You might be surprised by what you find. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Texas Tomorrow. Please like, share, comment, and let us know if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you'd like us to talk about.